Good evening. Hey, there we go. New headset. I didn't realize it turns off if you don't use it in a certain amount of time to save the battery apparently. So anyway, now, hello. Welcome to Mighty Ox Trading. Wednesday night. Might be a bit slow. Week's been slow in the evenings, so we'll watch and see that some things here that was interesting. Why doesn't that go away? Hmm. Things are not working well tonight. Anyway, you can see copper here hardly has volume and movement. Same with treasury bonds. Okay, what's going on with this? Hmm, interesting. Okay, we'll see if this goes away once we get another alert. I'll move it out of the way for now. Not I might have to restart this the app. Anyway, so the other thing is I have not been feeling well today. Having some gastrointestinal issues. So if I suddenly disappear, that's why. And if I suddenly shut down the stream, that's why. Otherwise, ah, okay, this is really acting weird. What the heck? Wait a minute. Okay. Why? Hmm. Okay. Interesting. No idea why I can't get rid of that. So anyway, let's look at our day. Nasdaq kind of pulled back today, and then had a approximately 180 point range. S&P, interesting candle there. Um, let's see what kind of range that was there. S&P had a 24 point range or so. Still has not been able to break that 4,800. Well, I guess it broke it yesterday. Let's see. Did we get up to 4,800 yesterday? I don't think we did. I could check a daily chart. That would be too easy, huh? It's going to bother me. It's going to bother me. Check the daily chart. Did we hit 4,800 at all yet? No. 98 is now still the all-time high. So, things seemed a little calmer today than the last couple of days. I only took one trade today because of not feeling well and just other stuff. You can see that gold also dropped down today. It's totally below the day before's price action. UltraBond, there we go. Oh, did the wrong day. Ha. This is in the way again. Hopefully a couple alerts will. Hey Vincent, sorry didn't see you there. Kind of zoning out. How you doing tonight? Okay, guys, give me a minute. I'm gonna have to restart the trading view app, it looks like here, to get rid of what this, 'cause it won't go away when I hit the X. Let me go to my, how is your trading today, Vincent? Let me go to that screen for now while I restart this app. Wait a minute. Oh wait, okay. Cancel. That's not. Save. 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 Okay. Okay, let's relaunch TradingView. Okay. Hopefully we are good now. There we go. Now you might see some weird stuff here. Yep, give me a second. Now it's not going to want to show me. Boom, 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 boom. Gah. Good, excellent job. Give me a second here. This is not doing what I wanted to do. There we go. Yay. Okay, now we're fixed, people, I think. Yes. Okay. And as that was doing that, gold just dropped a big 3 points. That'd be nice to catch. Did it seem like volume was lighter today, Vincent? A couple of times I checked in, it seemed like we had lighter volume. So, now we're about 5 minutes from the top of the hour, so we'll see if some volume increases there as some Asia markets come online. Gold's given us some opportunities this evening. Not huge moves, but this one was a good move. From 18052 down to 18018. Hey, if you end it with profit, can't. I mean, yeah, you can learn from mistakes, but if you end it in profit, that's never a bad day. Looks like we can pretty much rule out copper and UltraBond right now. You can see how yucky they look. Nasdaq, gold, crude, and the S&P is probably what we're going to focus on. See if we can get anything good off of there. Gonna nail those, I mean, nail? Ugh. Ignore those signals and these for right now. Try and see if we can catch some wins off of, oh, there's a buy on GC below the SMA line. Bands have expanded. See, NASDAQ is slowly grinding up. Gold's still convincing me that it wants to go long. ES also slowly grinding up. Crude coming down. Until now, top of the hour. Crude just popped up big. Oh, not big, but not seeing much movement elsewhere. Yeah, I have VWAP on NQ. Not sure if I'm kind of watching it just to see whether or not it provides me anything useful. So a buy signal here on crude. Came down, popped back up, pulled back just a bit. It's kind of wildness. VWAP on TradingView. I think it's just VWAP. Hold on, let me look. Uh, yeah, just VWAP indicators. Volume weighted average price. See? Right there. Short signal on NQ. Came down below the SMA. Bounced a little bit here off of the ATR line. ES also giving us a short. Find a chart. Go. There we go. Signal went away right as the candle closed. New signal. on the new candle. We'll see if it stays. If not, no, definitely not 30-20. 10s. There we go. Ooh, big move down there. Okay, we're filled here on 5 micros on the NASDAQ. Oh, wow. And immediately pulls back on me. I'm going to move our stop a little bit closer to the top of the Bollinger Bands. This could very easily be a band bounce. Now that I look at this, I think this is going to be a bad signal. See? ES doing the same thing. Gold sending us a short signal. You see it kind of bounced off the SMA and heading back down. I think we're heading back upwards. See if it bounces off that SMA line. Above the SMA line here on MNQ. It's not really above the... Just... Hmm. Back above the SMA. Down about 3 points. Ooh. Copper looks like it's gotten a little bit of volume coming in now. Big red candle coming down here on MNQ. Good sign. Good evening, John. How are you doing? Awesome to hear, John. Oh, I've been not feeling real well today, so I didn't really trade it all today. And just kind of did a little work and did a little sleeping. But hopefully I'm feeling better, a little bit better now. Watching NQ here ride the SMA line. Be nice if we could see it come down. That signal on crude there would have been good for 10 points, or 10 clicks, 10 ticks. One of those. Now it's sending us a short signal. And we're about to stop out on this NQ trade as it sends us a buy signal now. There's our stop. Big move up. So that's our start to the night. Hey Walt, I'm slightly alive. How are you? Hey, green's green. Better than red. Not sure there's going to be any amazing things happening tonight. I consider not even streaming tonight. Volume seems almost dead right now in the evenings. Not a lot going on right now. Do see NQ trying to head upwards now. After it nicely stopped me out in that candle there, moved up 5 points, 6 points. The copper's still kind of spotty. The signal wouldn't have worked. Just trying again. Hey Lennox, how you doing, man? UltraBond trending downwards. Excuse me. So, looks like this was my missed opportunity. I should have reversed when this stopped me out. It's had it up 9 points so far. Uh, I'm alive. I took one trade today just to get a trade in for my, eval, but wasn't feeling well today. Gastrointestinal issues. So I just kind of did a little work, did a little sleeping, did a little just sitting there feeling like crap. Seems like they're kind of choppy today anyway. So hopefully tomorrow will be better. I considered even skipping the stream tonight, but I'm here for now. But if I suddenly disappear, things aren't necessarily better. So I definitely missed this opportunity here. Should have went long after I got stopped out. It's gone up 12 points. So far that's the two. Gold sent a signal right after I went live and was having my microphone issues. So I missed that one. Now this one, these are the two opportunities so far. See Crude sending us a buy signal here. At the same, it's right now it's trying to double top this level. Let's see if we can get above it. Thanks, man. Yeah, hopefully it's just a little bug or something I ate didn't agree with me or whatever. Do want to thank everyone for joining me on this slow Wednesday evening. If you're here from YouTube, please remember to hit the like button. Oh, there we go. There's Crude going. And subscribe if you haven't. So Crude did get above that previous level here where it came up, came back down, whatnot. Did send me this buy signal here, and then it's only up 3 or 4 ticks. I'm not sure. Let's look to see if it has resistance anywhere here. Uh, oh, it came down hard at the open. Oh no, wait, that's the S&P. Bring up the right chart. That might be better. So came up to in yesterday's session or earlier today's session, whatever you want to call it. Hit a high of 76.73. There. Actually was up higher earlier in the day, but this here is the next resistance. Boop. We are 6 ticks away from that. So I have to see if there's any more opportunities. Still early in the evening. Also remember, folks, that assuming my insides don't explode, I'll be back here tomorrow morning and Friday morning. We can spend New Year's Eve's morning together, trying to send the year off on a good note. Absolutely. Ooh, something just caused the UltraBond to go crazy. That's interesting. 8 ticks off of this move here. Shame I didn't take that buy signal back here. That would have been nice, huh? But the lack of volume just kind of made me ignore it. No. I live a very boring life. Yes, sending us a short signal at the SMA line. Russell sent us a short signal first, and it's kind of weird looking, but downtrending. Actually, it's going down over a point already. Nasdaq's not making the same moves as the ES so far. I mean, not the same dramatic move, I guess I should say. What are all you folks doing for New Year's Eve? NQ now sending us the short signal as well, or trying to. Bouncing off the SMA. Bouncy bounce. So I should have took this Russell. It's gone 2 points. Nothing wrong with quiet. Next year we can all party on New Year's Eve on my yacht made of copper. Although I do think a yacht made of copper might sink. So he's, excuse me. I see Crude is right up at that resistance area I drew out. That would have been a nice signal to take. Probably a mix of both. John? So we see a bounce. The S&P and the Nasdaq both bounced off their SMA lines and headed back up. Starting to slow down again. Not sure of like my general county, but I know this whole state keeps hitting its record numbers for the pandemic. hopefully this is the last surge. We're sideways right now. Sideways and slow. SMA lines come up and met the NASDAQ. Shaking hands. Gold surfing above and below the SMA line. Surfing USA. Agriculture is kind of boring as well. Well, gold. Wait, that's the daily chart on gold. No idea why I keep those charts up. I've been taking a trade on anything agriculture-ish in like 6 months. Last time I took an agriculture trade, I was still doing top step. Copper. Copper sending is a short signal. You see, we did get some more volume coming in here on copper. If you look at this, if you look down here at the bottom of the screen, you see, these small numbers here. And then at the top of the hour, we started, you know, volume started coming in. I guess we can start looking at it a bit more now. Got a little bit more volume going on. Not sure how much a little bit is. Oh, not a lot. It's so still like, how much volume was this? Oh, so we were in the single digits up until top of the hour, more or less. Now we're just the double digits, but not even hitting 20. So keep an eye on it, but it's not a lot of volume. Remember, folks, if you're looking to do a trader evaluation to get funded, earn a trade through Friday night at 11:59 p.m. I don't know what time zone. Anyway, they are running 50% off all mini gauntlets, or gauntlet minis, whatever they call them. And that's for the life of the subscription. So until you pass or you cancel, there's a link down in the notes if you're interested. If you think you might want to try to get an evaluation going. They do now allow multiple funded accounts, up to 5. Which incredibly means that if you took 5 evaluations and you passed all 5, and they were all the 150K, You could trade up to 65 contracts. Yeah, same here. See gold making a move downish. Will continue to go down. Previous low over here was 18,018. We're at 18,021, so just 3 ticks away. We'll see if it comes down. Nasdaq kind of doing the opposite, moving up. ES sending us a buy signal, I bet. Yep. Yep. Could you imagine that though? You know, 5 funded accounts. So you get a 550, 65 contracts. Could you imagine I could, going 65, 65 contracts on NQ. Every point would move over like $1,300. I'll be a nervous wreck. Oh yeah, exactly. That said, if you got lucky in like 65 contracts and you caught one of those 50-point moves that it can sometimes make right at the open, what would that be? Let's bring up a calculator. 65 contracts times, let's see. Okay, let's wait, hold on, let's do this better. Okay, so 50 points times $20 is 1,000 times 65 contracts. That'll be $65,000. Yeah. Well, kinda. Not. I mean, yes and no, because each account has its own loss limit. So I mean, yeah. I mean, 15 contracts. Yeah, you would you know have the daily loss limit could still happen quickly, but I mean, it's not like you're taking 65 contracts on one account. A lot of people use trade copiers to just use to trade multiple accounts. That way they can spread their risk. And I've never heard of anyone, like doing, 65 contracts. That'd be awesome, though. I mean, there's potential there. I mean, honestly, I mean, if you can find a strategy that works, that you're confident in, you know, the potential's there. I don't think I would ever have the nerve for it, even if I ever did get a strategy I knew worked. Copper sending us a buy signal. S&P did send us a buy signal. It's got up 3 ticks. NQ's still on that buy signal. Now it gave us a short signal. Excuse me. Russell also sent us a buy signal. Kind of interesting. I don't know. Part of me says I should jump in on this, and part of me says no. I don't know. We do have like everything's kind of sideways-ish. Yeah, I should have. Yep, I should have. Exactly. Although, now what's interesting is, you know, I, I'm not sure if this would work in reality, but I was thinking about it. Let's say you had one account that was live, like, actual live, in the market, not sim or paper or anything like that. And then you were doing four other evaluations. You could, on a thinly traded asset, say like copper, where there's only like one or two orders sitting on each level. You could set up your four evaluation accounts to go max contracts. Then you could use your live to actually go in and force the market in, force the price to go up, 4 or 5 ticks with 15 contracts because it's so thin sometimes, and you can get all your valuation accounts like a big boost. You could almost be manipulating your way to a passing on the evaluation accounts. Maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. So anyway, I did make a mistake not taking this buy. I honestly I wasn't sure. I thought it was just going to continue consolidating. I should have taken this buy. It's up a point or two, point and a half. Gold still tight. NQ up 7 points. Treasury got this boost of volume here for these two candles and has totally died again. I probably shouldn't, Walt, because honestly, I mean, I wouldn't advise anyone to do this. I personally wouldn't do it. So don't anyone do this. But if you had a live account that was actually trading on the market, and say you had, an evaluation account or whatever going as well, if you enter orders on the evaluation account, obviously they don't move the market at all. But a live account would. So if you're on a thinly traded asset, like, say copper, where you only have like two orders sitting at each level, and you go in with 15 contracts, you're going to make that asset go up like 5 or 6 ticks. So you could technically manipulate the evaluation account by entering your order on the evaluation account, having it sit there, and entering your order on the live account, and making it go up 5 or 6 ticks. But again, I'm not telling any don't manipulate. Like I said, I shouldn't have said that out loud. And then I said it again because you asked nicely. But I mean, I just wonder if the I can't believe I'm the first one that ever thought of that, and I can't believe that the evaluation companies haven't figured out that someone could do that. And now that I said all that out loud, and I mean I don't think I said anything against any rules or anything, but I'll probably unpublish this live stream afterwards. I mean, and I mean honestly, the thing is, you are risking. If you did that, you're risking, taking a loss on your live account. I mean, yeah, you're gonna go up, but you would, I don't know. Like I said, I never tried it. I never would try it, but it's just something that's gone through my head that it'd be a way to, you know, kind of cheat. So we're seeing things go up now. Copper up 4 ticks. Nasdaq and ES are kind of climbing slowly. Russell spotty. Crude. Well, this would have definitely been a good. This would have been a good signal on crude. It looks like 15 ticks. And yeah, that's true. I anyway, that whole idea, got to me when I was thinking about how, would it even be practical? When I was trading copper a lot, and like I was thinking, would it even be practical to trade 9 contracts like this time of night? Because I'm gonna end up. Let's bring up a dom. I should just drop this whole subject, but let's bring up a dom. Copper, copper, copper. Okay, so here's a dom on copper. Hold on. Guess you should actually want to see it. Here's the copper dom. Now, ignore that 28 because it's weird that there's a 28 sitting there at 420 to 20. But it's a little thicker right now. Well, if I went in with 15 contracts marketed in right now, I would move it up at least 3 ticks. Up here, it'd be 4 ticks. So, I mean, this is a little bit thicker now. Let's see if I can find something less thick. NG. Here, this is natural gas. If I went in with 15 contracts right now, 1, 3, 8, 12, I would move it up 5 ticks. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. So if I had like 2 evaluation accounts, enter in max contracts on NG, and then went into max contracts with my actual live account, it would send those up 5 ticks, quickly exit out, and I've made my profit for the day on the evaluation. And like I said, I'm going to unpublish this live stream after I'm done. Micro Crude, that another dead one? MCG, right? No, MCL. Eh, that actually has a bit more on, although they're smaller contracts. Yeah, MCL. Actually, I mean, 8, 6, 13. Although you could do it with micro contracts, you could go in like 150. So yeah, 150 would wipe out this whole. Would send it up 10 ticks, easy. So anyway, just stupid thoughts that I probably shouldn't be saying out loud. I'm definitely not telling anybody to manipulate anything. Not to mention, you would need a funded account first, and we all seem to be struggling with that. Those of you here on YouTube, please remember to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate a subscription. I would love, love, love to see me hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. That's the goal for the channel. Got a lot of personal and trading goals for 2022. Gold is still kind of riding the SMA. So this definitely was a missed opportunity back here when this sent this long signal. Remember, this is where I got stopped out in the one trade I did take so far. When I followed the short signal, as soon as it went long, I should have just reversed the trade. It's gone up. Let's see. 23 points so far, so that was a big missed opportunity on my part. We will try not to miss anymore. And this buy on Crude is also a missed opportunity. Gold. Something else an alert. Buy. We're at 18029. Popped up to 18032 earlier. Has kind of been riding upwards. We'll find a chart. Okay. See, I have a micro gold chart up. I'm waiting to see whether it pops, but came back down in the first this next candle. Okay, we're going in there. I shouldn't have marketed in. I should have went in on the bid. Started immediately down one tick because of market. You hit market. Let's see if this heads up. Stop loss is 10 ticks. Profit target is 15. We're down 2 ticks. And it's slow. Oh, well, that was quick. Little boost there in volume all of a sudden. Popped up. Now we're up 1 tick. There we go. Like we're now up 3 ticks. See if we have momentum coming in here. Back and see what other things are doing. Nasdaq coming back down just a bit. Copper leveled off. Up 4 ticks now on his gold trade. Makes me wish I'd gone with a regular contract. Not that big of a deal. This is basically half a contract. 5 micros. We're up $25 now. Wonder how big move up, big move back down. Up 6 ticks. We can look back here, see it came up to, we were hit a high of 1806.1, and that's where it started heading downward. We're at 1803, we have some room. No major resistance up until that previous high. We're up 8 ticks. Pull back here, 7 ticks. See, it's coming up to its EMA, 200 EMA line here. Which is right at 1804, even. That might be a resistance point. Back down, they'll only be up 5 ticks. Maybe some upward momentum here. Back up to 7 ticks. See a pullback here. Up. Now we're only up 3 ticks. We're just gonna let it ride. We have a 10 tick stop loss. So 5 micros, that's $50. Everything else seems to be sideways. NASDAQ squeezing there in the bands. Oop. Just as I say that, NASDAQ pops up for a 6 tick candle. I mean, a 6-point candle. Gold. We're still sitting 5 ticks up. No, I'm sorry, 6 ticks up. It's interesting how micro gold doesn't exactly follow its leader here, the way a lot of these others do. See gold's still sitting a few ticks below its SMA line. SMA line's moved down 1 tick to 18,039. So you can see it's an interesting difference between regular gold and micro gold. Regular gold is these candles. I mean, they're only a couple of ticks, but there's still a couple of ticks. Whereas we just had 3 dashes on the micro. There we go. 7 ticks now again. This comes back up toward that I'm sorry, EMA line. I might, decide to close out that trade there. I'll put back up 8 ticks. It's the highest we've been. We've hit this level like 4 times in the last 10 minutes. See if we can get above 18,038. high drama here. Still sitting there. I know you all are sitting on the edge of your seats. There we go. We're now up 10 ticks. Slightly above the SMA line. My stop has moved to break even. Now it's above the SMA line on the micro. It's not above the SMA line. I'm sorry, SMA. EMA. 200 EMA. It's not above it on the regular size contract, but it is above it on the micro, though it's pulled back now about 8 ticks. If it gets up to 50, up to 1804 again, we might pull it. Pull back to 6 ticks. Kind of ignoring everything else that's going on right now. We see this copper trade, this copper signal would have been excellent. Copper's been making fun of me lately. Just not nice. Would have gave me the 16 ticks I was looking for. Kind of sideways now. Gold. SMA line's coming up to meet it. Now it's interesting, my stop is now below the SMA line. I'm gonna, which is also my entry point, because my stop moved up, trailing when it hit 10 ticks. So we're actually gonna move this up to just below the SMA line now. We're guaranteed 2 ticks of profit, which is all of $10, which I think on 5 micros is gonna be just enough to cover the commission. I should have took it when it was at 50. See if it kind of bounces off the SMA line here. The gold just sent us a short signal. Yep, we stopped out. So we got $10 profit, not including commission. So I turned a $50 win into a $10 win. Everybody else fall asleep? E.S. Russell. Trying to come down again. Very spotty. Crude's continuing to make its way up. Hey, Mr. Higgles. Haven't seen you in a bit. How was your holiday? Yeah, Vincent, but I'm convinced you don't actually sleep. ES sent it sent us a short signal. Nasdaq sending us one now. It's below the SMA line, but the SMA line hasn't straightened out yet. Copper also sent us one. Of course, gold came down, stopped me out, came back up. Nasdaq's coming down very slowly for Nasdaq. 1 point a candle. Oops. Seems like volume's kind of coming back. I mean, not a. There's some volume here, I guess. UltraBond and Crude. Crude, something that's a short signal here. After this long uptrend, which basically started down here, 76.54 came all the way up to 76.86, so they're a little over 30 ticks. Crude. Again, trying to send as a short signal. Hello, Captain Price. Short signal and Crude. The big question is this just a pullback on that larger uptrend? Or is this a good signal? That's the question we have. That's the question we want answered. That's the question of the night. I don't know, it'd be weird. Entering. Okay, we're filled. Down one tick. Looking for a very, 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 very small movement here. I'm going to want like 4 ticks, 3 ticks maybe. But it looks like it's already turning against me. You know, Higgles, you always say wait after I've already entered an order. Of course, it's partially not your fault because, you know, both YouTube and Twitch kind of delay my, delay streams for like 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, not much going on. I agree. Although I slept in on Monday and then that same day the ES hit an all-time high. Let's see what oil wants to do here. Hey, we're in profit. 1 tick. That said, the next tick down, there's like a wall of orders, like 20 sitting there. Back to break even. Yep, popping back up. Popping fresh dough. Hey, Twan, how you doing, man? Yeah, you're right, Captain Price. Although, technically, everything's better to trade in the morning. I've been doing alright. Yeah, this is the only night I've really traded this week just because I, I skipped the Monday stream, so I decided to stream tonight. I thought about not streaming, especially since I wasn't feeling well earlier today. But I know I have a loyal audience, and I said, what, I'll do it. Yeah, I agree, Twan. Everyone's still doing their holiday stuff, and they're are being stuck in an airport somewhere because of canceled flights, etc. Oh yeah, that was the day I slept in. Missed all the great action. So I looked at Sunday night's volume and I'm thinking there ain't gonna be nothing happening the next day. No stuff happening the next day. Still down a tick on this trade. Or two ticks. coming up to its SMA line. Let's see if it bounces our way. SMA line has slightly downtrended. I've moved my stop to above, just above the SMA line. S&P also moving up here to its SMA line. NASDAQ doing the same. Copper. I think copper is really trying to like. Okay, copper hasn't gone that much yet. The sideways action on crude makes me think it is gonna continue to pop up, but we'll see. Let's, since I am looking at a DOM earlier, we have it up. I was told that the DOM on NinjaTrader uses a lot of resources. I don't know if that's true or not. So I haven't been even looking at it. Wow, look at all those orders stacked on the bid. It's gonna have troubles breaking through those. 21, 10, 21, 36. A lot of orders stacked. Definitely, the ask is more thin. So it's more likely to go up than down. That might be a good cue for me to just get out here. Eh, thinned out a bit. Still sitting at break even. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, I should have taken that gift at break even. It's gonna stop me out here in a minute. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I should move my stop back up a tick. It's because we have downward. Oh, we've got. I should have just taken. So I just cost myself a couple bucks. Be interested to see what this does now, because we do have downtrending bands. It's coming right up into the bands. So I might have just cost myself some money, but we'll see. Yep, look at how that came right back down. See what it does from here. Of course. I was in at, let me see, where was I in at? 76, 77. It's back down to 76, 79. Yeah. And it's back to my entry price. Buy signal and gold. Oh, treasuries came alive again. 5 ticks on that candle. Nasdaq 4 point candle up. NQ. Something that's a buy signal. Go long on gold. Why Higgles? Yep, it's hit that uh 1803 area 4 times and rejected down. We got this buy signal that went through the band on NASDAQ, then through the third band, and it's reversed back down to SMA. Now we have a short signal coming on NASDAQ again. Grabbing a NQ chart, watching this short signal. There we go. It keeps going away. And back again. Yep. NASDAQ looks confused at the moment. We're waiting for it to decide what it wants to do. Chance is going to do some bouncing band to band here. Hickles, you just said it's going to go up, it's going to go down, and it's going to break out. You're probably going to be right on one of those three. Yep, it's popping up. So, we won't pursue that short signal for now. So once again, copper's making a fool of me. The last two signals have been good. Yeah, it's kind of indecisive right now. CS, the ES is also kind of indecisive. Russell, just looking ugly, has like no volume at all. Crude, so crude. This is where I was in. It came up, came down, came up, came down. Now it definitely would have stopped me out. Although it's now back to my entry. It came all the way up to 76.88. So that was 11 ticks up. Now it's back down to my entry. FYI, Higgles, if I had listened to you and went long on gold when you told me to, I would be down 8 ticks now. As we start to approach the 10 o'clock hour on the East Coast, I do want to thank everyone for joining me this evening. If you're here from YouTube, remember to please hit that like, thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, do so you always get a notification when I go live. Though, I mean, honestly, you don't really need a notification because I have a regular schedule. But, hopefully soon I'll be doing some non-live videos if I can find an editor. I don't have time to edit myself. We'll see. Yeah, it's continuing to go south there. Yep, Higgles, if I had entered that gold trade long when you told me to, I would have stopped out, or I'll be down 14 ticks. Copper's continuing to go down as well. Nasdaq sideways. Definitely, Nasdaq's definitely in a range for now. Gold continuing to move down. Copper continuing to move down. UltraBond has like no volume. No volume for the bonds. Crude moving up. So that was exactly what I was afraid of. I regret. I mean, we saw this move, big move up. I took this short signal, and honestly, I shouldn't have. It came down sharply there. And all this was a pullback for this larger move, which you now see. I mean, this move started down here, basically down at 49, so it's gone up, over 40 ticks so far, almost 50. So that was, my mistake for taking that. Basically going against the trend. Trend continued, and I stopped out. Yeah, ESTA. Oh, yes, tried to give a buy signal, rejected. Oops. Copper bouncing here, big slight bounce on gold. By slight, I mean it's 3 ticks. Copper sending us a buy signal, still well below its SMA line. Remember, folks, that the next stream is tomorrow morning, assuming my intestinal tract don't blow up. And then Friday morning will, of course, be the last stream of the year, because it's the last day of the year. Oh, it is sending a buy signal, but it's still below a downtrending SMA line. This is enough to lull you to sleep. Uh, Higgles, what magic? Yeah. Possible move down here on Nasdaq. 3 points down on this candle. Gold continuing. It's moved down. Copper to its SMA line. ES moving down as well. ES never gave a reverse signal, so if you go all the way back here to this short signal, it's moved the whole 2.5 points. A little bit more. Think. Nope, not even 2.5 points yet. Like Nasdaq wants to head down. SMA line and then VWAP could be possible support areas. I'm sorry, EMA line. Well, it just blew through the EMA. Uh, Higgles, don't take this personally, but I almost feel like when you tell me to do something, I should do the opposite. Crude. Pull it back to its SMA. Little bounce there on the NASDAQ. Gold may finally find a bottom. Copper with another short signal here. It's going to continue its move downward. Okay, gentlemen, I hate to do this, but I think I'm going to end our stream early tonight. Not much going on anyway, and my stomach is starting to send me signals that I need to go take a run for it. So I think I'm going to end the stream here for the night. Hopefully we'll be back here tomorrow morning at 7:30 Eastern Time if my gastrointestinal issues let me. And hope everyone has a great night and see you back here tomorrow morning. Thanks everyone for joining me tonight. I agree, Jacob. Nice seeing you.